Good news, you join me right here in Tauranga at the unveiling of New Zealand's newest, largest charging hub for electric cars. It's a bit of a blessing because people have been crying that there's not enough charging options here in Tauranga. That is being solved right here and today. But this charging system has a bit of a party piece. This is one of the few custom designed, built for EVs towing trailers charging locations. Yes, turns out the people on Facebook, well, they were wrong. You can actually tow with an electric car because you can pull into one of these bays, plug in your electric car with the trailer attached, be on your merry way. Okay, we'll go and check out the details in a sec. First of all, we're going to do some ribbon cutting and speeches and stuff. Then I'll find someone from ChargeNet to ask some really stupid questions. Now, to answer some really basic questions, this is Martin from ChargeNet. First of all, how hard was it to get these things from like an idea in a boardroom to actual fruition?
Yeah, it definitely isn't easy. When you sort of think about the scale of this project, it's 1500 kilowatt output of power. So we put that sort of into, equivalent to, some of your daily sort of household products, or you think a heater in your house might be 3 kilowatts. So times that by over 500 or 500, gives you a sort of perspective.
Well, okay, well, first of all, I mean, this is a great location. Yeah. We're like 8 k's from the city centre of Tauranga.
Yeah.
Why this location though?
Yeah, it's a pretty critical location when you think about it. It's a great holiday destination, but it's also the first sort of entry point into Tauranga and a sort of exit as well as you go towards Taupo and Rotorua as well. But it also serves the community as well when you think about it. It's got some great outlets, you've got the pub, it's got really good retailers as well. So it serves the community, but it also serves as a good exit or entry point into town while you do your holiday. Have a full charge to whatever activity you want to do.
So it seems like this is a good location. It's the answer to everyone's prayers. Was everyone on board with it? Did you have any opposition? Like, who could oppose this?
Yeah,
I think you have to be very careful answering that.
I don't think you need to be careful, to be honest, because there wasn't really a lot of optimism behind it, and a lot of people actually really wanted to drive it forward because people can see the future. It's a great location. People naturally want to be here, and they want to naturally tie in their habits and their behaviours and have the convenience of charging their car at the same time.
Oh, okay. Speaking of which, so we've got 5 individual units here, right? Each 300 kilowatts each.
Yep.
And each can charge 3 cars at once, but there's only 10 spaces. Is that right?
That's correct.
How does that work?
Yeah, so at the heart of all of our design is making it as easy as possible to use the charge points. And the way we sort of look at it is have charge points centrally located in between the bays and have it as easy as possible. The reason we have 3 cables here is to cater for all the vehicles on the market.
Okay, so it doesn't necessarily have to be full as long as you've got options for everyone that's in the space.
Exactly, okay. And so the way we sort of spec it as well, you'll see there's a higher proportion of CCS cables versus CHAdeMO. And the reason behind that, there's a lot more CCS vehicles on New Zealand roads.
The Sam Leaf owner is probably upset to hear that. Sorry, you're on borrowed time.
But we still cater for them.
Okay. Now, behind us there's a trailer bay. Why include a trailer bay? This is a stupid question, I apologise, but why?
Absolutely. It's like, I grew up having boats apart in my family and going away on a holiday. I think it's fundamental. It's like, we shouldn't be limiting people in what they want to do. If EVs are going to be the future, we need to cater for everyone.
But people on Facebook told me electric cars can't tow. Are you suggesting that Facebook lied?
I don't know. You have to ask those people.
So this is an impressive site, obviously. It's long overdue. It's very much wanted. How many more are in the pipeline? How much are you allowed to say?
What I can say is we're not stopping now.
That's a very tactful answer.
If anything, we're accelerating our rollout. We're investing in the future. We're putting more high-power chargers in more locations where people naturally want to be and will be, to allow you to go on your road trip, to allow you to own an EV, maybe even if you haven't got a charge point at home or at work. It's just making it possible. So convenience is key, power is key, and also density. So when you turn up to a charge point, you're going to get a charge. I think that's critical for adoption.
Well, I'm going to go test this out and see how fast it really is. Okay, so I've got a car here ready to plug in. Let's go and see how easy this thing is to use. Now, obviously I've already used one of these things before. This one's interesting because it's an accessible one. While some of the others are recessed back into the hedge, this one is right here in the middle. Great if you've got a charging location that's not like ideally on the corner of the car. Great if you've got a charging location here, like on a lot of BYD cars. For example, let's grab one of these CCS plugs, plug this into the car. Now, if you've got a ChargeNet account, which you will need to operate one of these things. You can either start the charger by using your key fob or the mobile app. I'm going to use the key fob because it's right here. You simply select what plug you want to use. You've got 2 CCS plugs, which is the most common shape, or you've got CHAdeMO for Nissan Leafs. I am CCS, and that's it. And then there's just 17 more things you've got. I'm kidding, that's it, it's done. It starts charging. And now we'll go have a cup of coffee, we'll come back in about half an hour. This thing will be nicely filled up, ready for a road trip. And there you have it, a whole bunch of new chargers been opened up. There is charging for 15 cars, 10 spaces, no shortage of CHAdeMO, no shortage of CCS. And best of all, we've got spaces for electric motorhomes. We've got spaces for electric cars towing trailers. And this is just the very beginning. There's a whole lot more sites just like this one that are in the pipeline. It's an exciting time to be passionate about clean tech.